Hey there, it's Jenny. I have had a lot of questions about how I plan in my Hobonichi, and so I decided I would give you a quick overview of how I plan for the week. You just saw me flip through the last couple of weeks in this one. Since it's the beginning of the year, I don't have a ton, but I do have a couple. I am adding washi tape to the top. I do this right underneath the dates all the way across. I just like the way it looks. I think it's a fun way to use some washi, which I'm sure most of us have in our stash and is very pretty and mostly pretty plentiful. Now I messed up the washi. I cut it too early, and so I just went back and laid a little bit more over on top of it since the colors worked out. Otherwise I would have had to pull it all up, but I didn't want to. I am pulling out my Mildliners, all of the ones that I have in my cart. I want to find the rainbow colors. I'm going to do rainbow this week. And so I thought it would be fun to make all of my boxes this way. I hand draw all of my boxes across the top and through the middle. I used to alternate with those and stickers, but there's a couple of things going on here. Box stickers can be hard to come by, especially this size. Like, they're not very plentiful in kits and things of that nature, and I get tired of buying the same thing over and over again. Number two, the Hobonichi columns are a little bit more narrow than the stickers because they're mostly made for happy planners and whatnot. Now I know I can buy kits that are sized for Hobonichi, and that's fabulous, but I don't want to buy 10 boxes for each week or whatever. It's not quite 10, it's more like 7 or 8, but that isn't the point. The point is that I don't want to buy that many boxes for every single week. So I would rather just draw them. And so that's what I'm doing here. And I am just doing a different color for every single day. I love the way that the rainbow looks. Obviously, you guys, if you've been here for a minute, you know my rainbow weeks are my very favorite weeks. And so that's where we're at. I simply hand draw the boxes. I could absolutely 100% use my ruler. I just don't because A, I don't care, and B, at the end of the week when it's all finished, I rarely notice if the boxes aren't perfect anyway. Like, I mean, yeah, I could go through and hunt, but once all of the decorations and the text and all that stuff is there, it really just doesn't stand out. So it's not important to me to do that. I do use the line for these just because, again, I feel the exact same way about the dashed lines in there. And again, I only add the dashed lines just for some contrast. So they're not really particularly necessary or anything. I just like the way that they look. So that's why I add those. So I'm simply just adding dash lines around the boxes, and I just use the rulers. Why did I forget to draw the purple bottom box? I'll never know, but I did. And so now I'm adding that back in there, and then I'm going to go through and add the dash lines. I just do the top and the bottom, and then I do the sides when I use the ruler. When I just hand draw it, I just go for it and I do the whole box at the same time. But because I'm using the ruler today, here we are. So the ruler is actually a new addition. I haven't been using it hardly at all because I used to just hand draw everything that I drew because that was kind of the point. It was meant to be a little bit more A, easy, and B, to look more hand drawn. So that's where we're at. Okay, so that's the basic premise of every single week, is having these boxes. It is meant to highlight things that are going on, and if you have more than two things, the most important things, or there's really no rhyme or reason how I use the boxes. It's just I use the boxes because I think it's a great way to highlight them, and I like the way that it looks on the Hobonichi pages. Like, I like this particular setup, and it's a little bit more linear. I use this planner, these weekly views, as my week at a glance, so I can see everything that's going on at once throughout the week. I don't write to-dos or things like that. Here I use my daily pages for that because the Hobonichi Cousin also has daily pages and monthly pages in addition to these weekly pages. As you can see, I'm just adding rainbow stickers to decorate this particular week. I have added the purple down on the purple boxes. I added a rainbow in the green, and then I'm going to add this little one over here on the red. So you can see my visual triangle right there. It's very, very simple. And then I only added the two that have text. the problem with me with one of the problems, I should say, with Happy Planner stickers is not that I don't like the ones that I have, because I do, but there's just too much freaking text on all of these stickers. Like, I'd rather there be patterns and, images and things like that, but there's so many words and I don't want all of these competing messages on my layout. So I try to use, fewer rather than more. So anyway, as you can see, I'm writing in the boxes. I use those first, and then if I still have more activities or appointments, I add them using the dot markers from Zig. I'll link them up below. They're kind of life-changing if you like bullet points. They're just so easy to use. I've been using this for about a year, and I use them for every single planner layout. So for me, they were a really great purchase if you like bullet point stickers like I do. Now, like I said, this is just a glance of all the things and appointments and activities and those types of things that I have going on throughout the week. I don't generally add to-dos or those types of things, but I do add, like, okay, so say spontaneously we decided to go out for dinner or something like that. I do add that in after the fact just to keep track of all of the things that went on during that particular week. So that's it. I'm just going to continue filling out these boxes, and that is the whole week, how I plan in advance. I'll go back and add more decorations and anything that popped up, but that's it. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the box below, and I'll do my best to get back to you. Thanks so much, and make it a great day.